Hi everyone. I haven't been on for a very long time, and due to, real life, it happens. But I'm very glad to be back, and I thought I would pop on. I was planning to make a video. I want to be more consistent, and I was not planning to do one today. Definitely not on the spur of the moment, but here I am because I received in the mail this month, or this week, as a matter of fact, yesterday, the Haindl Tarot. And so I thought I'm going to get on, give you all a brief walkthrough, and then I can shuffle it, which is what I'm really anxious to do. So I ordered it from US Games, and I thought that it was out of print. For some reason, I'd heard it was out of print, but maybe it was another edition, and obviously not this mass market edition. I was a little disappointed because I've been trying to find a copy of the image that Rachel Pollack refers to frequently in her book about the Haindl Tarot. And the book is about, it's a Kabbalah book, and the name just went out. So this happens. But at any rate, the cards themselves are beautiful. And so I wanted to do just a quick walkthrough so that I can shuffle them, because that's what I really want to do. So when US Games shipped it to me, they shipped it in this nice bright gold package. And of course the deck itself, I just dropped it in here. Here we go. The deck, of course, the box was wrapped in cellophane and the cards were wrapped in cellophane, but I have undone them. So this is the Haindl Tarot by Hermann Haindl. And on the side here, it reads, rich in detail and symbolism, the Haindl Tarot deck draws upon many esoteric and religious traditions, particularly Native American, the Holy Grail, the I Ching, Kabbalah, and the runes. The four suits relate to different elements and cultures, includes 78 cards and an instruction booklet. So on the back, this is the back. This is the Ace of Wands in the East. Okay. So just a basic textbook box, nothing fancy. The cards feel beautiful. They have a little white book. And the little white book says it was created by Hermann Haindl, and the booklet is based on the Haindl Tarot Volumes 1 and 2 by Rachel Pollack, which is still not the Kabbalah book that she has. Let me get this on the right side. It's not the Kabbalah book that she has. It, let's see, 23 pages, and so there's an introduction, but here we have from the Fool and then beginning the Lovers, so that's how much there is on each page. And then in the back there is a meditation. And then there is a spread called the Haggle spread, and the Haggle spread is based on the rune Haggle. So the cards themselves are gorgeous, and I hope that they show up okay on the camera. I'm not moving the camera or playing games with it. But so they're They're laminated, but they're bendy, if that means a lot to you. To me, what it means is right now they're very slick and they are capable of flying anywhere at any moment, I feel like. I did find online the full image of, for example, this first card, which is the Fool. I hope you can see that okay. So the full image extends out. Excuse me, I'm being a total klutz here. Extends out, yeah, this way, right here, and then there's all this other rich detail. And so you can see why I was like, I need to see more than this. This figure is interesting. I can't tell. She is she is and now I can't speak, androgynous. So you can't tell really if it is a man or a woman. It could go either way, and I really like that. There's a beautiful swan up there, and then these are the bells of her hat, you know, right in here. And in addition, you know, obviously it has the number here, an aleph on this side, because, you know, in Hebrew we start with aleph, not with 0, and then the rune following on the other side, and then here's an astrological symbol. And now this 0 does not have a before I misspeak, the Major Arcana does not have the I Ching. So that's the Fool. And the backs of the cards. Oh, I'll get used to this camera. That's the back. And it is signed by Haindl. The Magician. So the paintings are, and these were paintings, are abstract. But you can see Mercury in there. And I'm not familiar enough with the runes to be able to tell you offhand what each rune is. But I'm not sure if it tells you in the book. I'll look at it shortly. Here's the High Priestess. And there she is up here. You can see her. So there's a lot of detail in the cards. So you have to look at them. These cards would be really, really nice for meditation. I do want to see okay. All right, so let me see. Okay, let's do it on the Emperor. The Emperor might be a little bit more familiar to me. Here, the High Priestess. I mean the Empress, I'm sorry. High Priestess is still on my mind. So this one you would almost think is actually the High Priestess, but in fact it's not. So we have the Goddess here. Here's the Emperor. Let's put them all together. Catherine, would you stop already? I didn't even say who I was, but you can see the rune over here. And in the book it says, He is the This is Hay, and that means window in Hebrew. And then the rune up there is Ansuz, which means stag or Ansur, mouth. Of course, it's ruled by Aries, so there's the Aries down there. And it says the tree behind the emperor, as you can see the tree, is Yggdrasil, the world tree of the Scandinavian myth, with its roots deep in the mysterious origins of life and its branches reaching up to the stars and beyond. The emperor holds the rod he received from the empress. The gold ball in his other hand symbolizes the material world. The diamond overhead contains the colors of humanity. So he's got a diamond on his head. And then it says the divinatory meanings: influence of society, law, resurgence of energy, sexual potency, arrogance, insensitivity, energy and desire, reversed, blocked possibility, and development of sensitivity. So, oh, here's the Hierophant. I think the cards are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The Lovers. Now this Chariot is fascinating because I did look through them, but that looks like a boat. That looks like an ark to me, and not necessarily a chariot. And then you have the square right here, and then here's the charioteer. And this is a wolf, it looks like, in the background. Strength. I'm just going to cover my face. I can work better like that. That's beautiful. The Haindl worked with Rachel Pollack in developing this deck. This is the Hermit. And the deck is borrows from both Rider-Waite-Smith and the Thoth deck. Jupiter, the wheel. I hope that the colors and everything are coming out, because they are. Look at that. This is Justice. All those peacock feathers in the back. The Hanged Man. Look at that rainbow. This is Death. It's Sai coming up out of the water. I'm not sure what the bird is. There, you can see the ferryman right there in the background. Alchemy. Oh, here's the devil. So you can see a serpent, you can see a ram, I suppose. And this is the Tower. The Star. It looks like instead of pouring water out, she's actually washing her hair. Where the person is, because you really can't tell there. It's the moon. And I think that animal is a unicorn. I'm not certain. So seeing as the moon is my card, I'm Catherine, by the way, and this is the Silver Spiral Tarot channel. The landscape, let me show you. The landscape represents peace, while the lobster represents fear. The unicorn, which replaces the traditional dog and wolf, is the imagination. The entire image is dreamy and surrealistic, a land of myths, illusions, and wonders. The path of the imagination which can lead to perfect knowledge. Divinatory meanings, imagination, fantasies, daydreams, strong dreams, the sources of creativity. Reversed, the time to return to solar, rational activities. Conscious mind blocking the unconscious. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to drop that on you. It's interesting when it mentions the return to solar. I got the, I purchased the Annabelle Wen's Metaphysician's Day Planner, and it had my, you know, she does your horoscope, your horoscope, and then a solar return. So I'm a Pisces with a Pisces moon, a Pisces rising, a Pisces Mercury, and there's some other Pisces in there. And my 12th house and my first house, you know, Pisces starts in the 12th, moves into the 1st. On my solar return, I'm actually, my rising sign is presenting as an Aquarius. I'm like, well, that's interesting. Maybe that's why I'm so confused these days. So the whole solar return thing is something new for me. So I've been trying to get a little bit more information out there. I saw the channel Metaphysical Man. It does have YouTube up, and I saved it to watch for later about the solar return. So I'm anxious to watch that, see what that means. Here we go. The sun. This is a nice sun, that nice rose, glorious sun in the background. And this is Judgment. It's called Eon here. This is an embryo, a baby right here. I really think these cards are going to be beautiful for meditation. So yes, I'm not sure what that is. We were going to look that up, aren't we? Because I can't tell. And I should have thought about giving myself some more light in here. The Earth, whose bottom half shows, so we can only see the bottom half of the Earth. There we go, up here. Is encircled by a dragon. Both are green, the color of new life. The fire is red, the color of energy and blood, and white, color of pure thought. The serpent's breath burns away illusion. Of course, the divinatory meanings are success, becoming happier, more fulfilled, recovery from illness, an exciting future, satisfaction, justified pride, life opening up. In reverse, the stagnation, lack of willpower and confidence, undefined limitations and resistance or opposition. So there's our dragon. I like that. Now the The Minor Arcana are pip cards. So this one, our pips are going to be our wands here. This is called Ace of Wands in the East. So each card, well, each suit has a direction. So this is East. And all of the cards now have a keyword on them. And there we go, Dominion. So there is something back here, but your focus is really on the suit itself. The Three of Wands. Three of Wands. And now what we have the I Ching instead of where before we had the runes. For perfection. Conflict. Oops. Victory. Courage. Swiftness. Power. Let's see, here's the I Ching here. Oppression. I think it's going to be really fascinating to just study the cards and look at the keyword here and then look at the shape of the I Ching here. The court cards are last in this deck. So Ace of Cups in the north. Look at that. Look at that energy. There's a lot of energy in those cups. So love. Overflowing. Mixed happiness. It's interesting. I don't know enough about the thought deck to see if these keywords are actually thought or not. Disappointment. Disappointment and then happiness. A lot of times we think of this card as harmony, but you know what? You're happy when you are in harmony. Illusion of success. Instead of the smoke screen, we've got the illusion of success. It's very interesting. Failure. Fortune. And success. And now we have the Ace of Swords in the south. It's peace. And mourning. And I have to admit, I'm very glad not to see a heart there. The 4 is truce. I like that. And 5 is defeat. Six is science. 7, uselessness. 8 is interference. That's really interesting, interference for 8 of Swords. 9 is cruelty. And 10 is ruin. And then the stones. This is the Ace of Stones in the West. We have a rainbow, and I'm going to say that's a crow. Harmony. Interesting. I am really loving these cards. Work. Power of the earth. Material difficulty. Success. Look at that. Interesting. And then failure. Knowledge is 8, and I think we've got a bit of a tree of life there. Look. See, it would be the lower tree, the lower part of the tree. 9 is material gain. And 10 is richness. Okay. So now let's take a look at the court cards. So for the wands, the order is the queen, the king, the princess, and the prince. Interesting. So the wands are from the east, and they are representative of more Hindu. This is Kali. I don't know who all of these are. Oh, Brahma. Thank you. Brahma. This is Radha. She's the princess. And then Krishna. Hare Krishna. And for the cups, we go to the north. And this is the Mother of Cups. And so we have a goddess figure here. Venus of Willendorf. That's the Venus of Willendorf. Here's the Father of Cups, which is Odin. He's hanging from the tree. The Daughter of Cups is Brigid of Ireland. So, and of course, right now we're in her season. And the Son of Cups is Percival. Percival of the King Arthur legend. Next we have the stones and the, the swords, and these are Egyptian. And this is Nut. And Ra. Isis. and Osiris. And then the Mother of Stones, we come across, yes, for the Mother of Stones, we come across the waters, and we have Spider Woman. The Father of Stones is Old Man. Is his feet. The daughter is White Buffalo Woman. And the Son of Stones in the West is Chief Seattle. So in addition to that, we get 2 blank cards. They're absolutely blank. They're silvery. So I know for some people would probably prefer to trim the edges, the keywords off of the Minor Arcana, but let's just. So if you did that, you would lose, I guess, his signature down here. But that would be it. You would just be losing the keyword and what it is. But these cards are extremely clear. You don't have to worry about guessing whether or not that's the 2 of Cups. Look at that. 2 of Cups has no breaks in the lines of the I-Ching. So that's the Haindl Tarot. And again, I was disappointed that they didn't have a copy of the tree that Rachel Pollack refers to, and I will put the title of the book in the description. But I can get over that little disappointment because these cards are absolutely gorgeous. I do see myself using them for meditation, and you know, it's just, they are just incredible. And I mean, the thing about the Empress that almost throws you is at her feet here is a crescent. You know, so I'm wondering, what? Wait a minute, and then realizing that you know she does come out of the High Priestess, so she has a snake wrapped around her arm, and then here's the wand right here that they is this a wand that he has or a flail? But you know, that's a couple for you, isn't it? Whoa. So I was just looking, I'm sorry, it's so rude. Just look at the High Priestess and the Magician together. Okay, so what I'm doing in the month of February is I have the Merlin Tarot, which I didn't do a walkthrough. Mav Witch did a walkthrough of the Merlin Tarot. Again, that is a pit deck, and it's again very interesting. It is based on the Golden Dawn Tarot and Golden Dawn teachings, and it's based on 3 worlds that you find in the Tree of Life. So it starts with the first card, in fact, is the moon. It's the moon, and then earth card, and then the sun. Oh no, moon's, sun, and then star is in the first level, and then it goes to another one, and it breaks out in several different ways. So I really want to study that a little bit more before I show it, because then we would both just really be going, what am we looking at here? But and then sometimes tarot is like, I don't always trust that first throw. Is like, are you really trying to scare the life out of me or what? I've had a lot of towers showing up in all of my card readings. And so I'm like, well, the thing about the Merlin Tarot is when they break these different groups out, the Tower, the Devil, and I can't remember the third card in this. Oh, it might be, it might actually be Death. Are called liberators. And thinking of the Tower, which is the one that keeps showing up in all my readings in different decks as well. You know, when you think about the liberation that comes when all of a sudden things are ripped out from underneath you, and it doesn't have to be a huge rip, you know. So it really doesn't have to be a tower that's falling down your head. But you know, when there is that rip, or that tearing up, that rug pulled out from underneath your feet, you know, it's a wake-up call. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's this huge mass destruction coming down. It's a wake-up call, and a wake-up call can be absolutely, absolutely liberating. And so I'm not sure where that wake-up call is coming from, or what's going on with that. But on the other hand, I'm really not that worried. I had one day the spread had the tower I was doing a body, mind, spirit. One day it was in the body, the next day it was in the mind, and the third day it was in the spirit. And I was like, what does all this mean? But I haven't done my throw with this Haindl deck yet. But so at any rate, that's how I started out with the Merlin deck. And I'm like, Guy, please, let's just talk here. Let's just talk. But the whole structure of the deck is really interesting. I'm going to be playing with that one, working with it, studying it until the 15th of the month, and on the 5th or the 14th or 15th. And then I'm moving away from the Merlin Tarot at that point, and we'll be doing the 6 pre-lessons for the Arthurian Tarot. So I have the Arthurian Tarot, and with that I will be using the Camelot Oracle. And that has a study. The book has a workbook, has a study that goes 1 lesson a week for a full cycle. And the actual cycle begins on March 21st, obviously the spring equinox. And it has you start 6 weeks ahead. So it's 1 lesson a week. And so I'm looking forward to that because I dearly love the Arthurian legend, and the cards are beautiful. So that's going to be, I think that's going to be good if we make it through 2 weeks with Merlin. If we don't, you know what? I'm going to play with a Haindl. So let's see. I did start working with the metaphysical planner, and right now it's more of a journal than a planner. You know, did I mention how much Pisces is going on here? I'm going to tell you, it can be difficult to plan, but I've been working through that, and that has been very helpful. And I didn't obviously bring it in to show you that, but I've been working with the Wheel of the Year for the Wildwood Tarot, which I absolutely love. And that will fit right in with the Arthurian Tarot because it's also following a Wheel of the Year. And then there's a Jewish Wheel of the Year too, because all of the Jewish months begin on the new moon. And this year we have 13. And so I'm kind of laying those one next to the other and seeing, you know, how do the Sabbats line up with what's in the Jewish calendar. And obviously, meshing them is not what I'm looking at, but a focus on both of the connecting with the earth, connecting with nature. So that's what my February is going to look like, and into March. But other than that, I hope your month is going well, and I would like to be able to put out one video a month. I would actually like to do more than that, but I'm not willing to commit to more than that. But one video a month at least. And I'm hoping with then I'll find some things to share with you as I work my way through the Arthurian Tarot and the Oracle of Camelot. So I'll see you guys around. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you made it through this long. And please subscribe. And I'd love to read your comments. I'd love to respond to your comments. So take care all. Be well. Walk in peace. Bye.